Happy birthday. My birthday was the 19th, but yeah, happy birthday to you. Oh, sweet. Sick. So that did work. Okay, cool. Sick. We'll just wait for everybody to get here. No, my birthday was the 19th. It's not my birthday anymore, but it could be all of our birthdays. Thank you. We got a lot of manga stuff to talk about, but first things first, we gotta say, Vivi, please come home. Vivi, please come home. Vivi, please come home. Indica, sativa, the world needs no sativa all the way. In fact, I'm glad you asked, actually. I just came back from Colorado because I took a vacation after I did Kingdom Hearts. It's hilarious. Y'all never know how much that took out of me. But I did I went to Nashville and I went to Colorado. And bro, like, if you're getting your strains from a state that isn't legal, they're just hoeing. I'm convinced they gotta just be putting like something in there that's just bad. Just bad, for God's sake. Just bad. Bad. Oh, what's up? Tony's in the house. I need to pull up Twitch because apparently YouTube's chat won't ever come up here. So let me move this over. Well, this is fine. I guess we can. I suppose that's fine. Skywalker's View, what's going on? Livorian, thank you for the first time chats. Radio Skull, how you doing? How's everybody doing? How we liking Elbaf so far? Like, that's what I want to talk about a lot of stuff, actually. I saw Sinners, finally, because I was just putting that shit off. Everybody was saying it was the best movie ever, and I was like, there's no way it's the best movie ever. And I went to go see it. It's the best movie ever. I fucking love that movie, bro. I would say sativa all the way. Sinners Review. Oh, thank you, Ross the Dreamer, for loving the KH2 vid. I loved making it. That really was like I had a lot of fun making that shit. Sinners Review. It was awesome. It was amazing. I don't want to spoil anything about it. So if you have seen it, I'm just gonna say the juke joint scene. Dear God. Sinners. That's what movie it is. Dear God. I loved it. I loved it. Let me see. But yeah, so Elbaf. I'd be seeing people talk about Elbaf, and since we haven't done like a chapter review in a while, I just want to get caught up. But I also want to like go over like what the hell like Elbaf is tight. Like, I'm loving Elbaf. I wonder, like, are you guys liking Elbaf? Because obviously, if you don't like it, you know, that's fine. You know, I'm not about to be like, you should enjoy Elbaf. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm having a great time with Elbaf. But I see, like, mixed reactions from people. I want to know what that's about. You know what I'm saying? That's dope, man. I started to get into sativa, giving indica a break. Yeah, I like uppers. I'm not even going cap. So if I can smoke and be like awake enough to go on a hike, I'm there. I'll do it. Howdy, Jack Stout. Go back to the Twitch chat before I'm big on Elbaf. Yeah, I'm saying too much BS. I fucking love Elbaf. The music in that movie is fire. Yes. Shaggy World. Hey, what's up, big homie? Elbaf is good. I just think people had too big of expectations. That maybe. But it's like, even if that is true, bro, we're in it. We're actively still in it. Like, there's still so much time for things to go crazy. I don't know. I'm 4 chapters behind, but I love where I'm at. Awesome, Jack Stout. Samesies. Dreadman 1000, what's going on? Sativa's where it's at. See, you guys know ball. And it is amazing. Sativa's tight. Matter of fact, do I have my pen on me? Every time I go to a state that has legal weed, since the state that I live in doesn't have it because we're fucking cave people. I gotta smuggle me some carts back home. Oh yeah, baby. Can't wait to see who Loki hoes. Boy, he go hoe somebody. I believe that. I don't know if he gonna hoe us though. God damn. I don't know if he gonna hoe us. Because obviously Loki's a good dude. Hybrid can be. I have a hybrid pen too. I just want to be. I just fuck with uppers. But anyway, yeah. I obviously I think Loki is like. He's a good guy. So I think whoever he hoes, I do think that doesn't like he might still do something that's like, whoa, Loki, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because like even I feel like Oda's been giving us enough hints that we should we should be okay with him being a good guy. But I also think that Oda would probably enjoy pulling an okey doke. Like, yeah, even though this guy is a good guy, he just did this. How do you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? Like something that we think is suspicious. I'm trying to think of a good example. Like when Robin was gonna kill Iceberg. Like she showed up in his house and there was this big thing where the audience was like, oh, what? Nico Robin's, you know, no one believed or even cared, honestly. Like, no offense to Iceberg. Like, we care about him, but it's like, be for real, bro. Like, Robin did not try to kill you. And of course, then Iceberg was like, yeah, it was a misunderstanding. Actually, she's a good person. Go get her. You know what I'm saying? So I think something like that could happen with Loki, but I mean, 100%. He's just a sweet baby boy. You know what I'm saying? I thought weed was legal across the country. You know, it should be. Finally come to live stream. Yeah, we're going to be doing these. I'm going to try to lock in and do at least one live stream on YouTube every Monday. Mugi Mondays. We're going to talk about whatever the fuck we want. Just in case I get too busy, like slogged, working on my other videos that I don't do like a chapter review. This will give us the chance to like actually dive into it. You know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? What are the chances any of the new giant pirates dying? I think anybody could die at this point. Let me hold on. Somebody take me home. What cart you hitting, Mugi? Sativa something. I don't fucking know. I mean, it was a sketchy ass place that we went to, but hey, it is what it is. I got a pack Mac carts the other day and can't hit it yet because of probation, but when I get off, I'm going to take some blinkers for you. Bet! Go for it. What arc are you doing next for YouTube? The ice climbers arc? It's not the ice climbers arc. What is it called? The ice, God damn, what is the ice? The ice climbers are in Smash Brothers. What arc am I thinking of? He's good, but he's not like cartoon good. D&D paladin, annoying good. Yeah. Loki seems like he'll fight everyone and not care. Yeah. Nico Robin looks so pretty this arc. That is also what I want to talk about because she does. She does. Bon Clay is the GOAT. Bro, loves you vid. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I'm going to try to do these Mugi Mondays, but then also on Twitch. That's the other poll that's going to be on my Patreon. If we're going to go straight into Final Fantasy VII or if we're going to do Sly, because I already started a Sly Cooper playthrough. Basically, like if we're just going to chill or if we're just going to get straight into what all the shit that Cloud was up to. That's what I need to decide because I'll be wanting to play games and stream. I'll be wanting to just chat and stream. I did not think this through. I thought, you know what, it's cool. While I'm playing, I'll just turn on the stream. Didn't give a damn about what that meant for my surrounding area. What manga chapter are you at? I'm caught up. Did we have a chapter this weekend? Because I don't think we did. Because I would have heard about it. I would have heard about it if we did. So, oh shoot. Let me hold up. Oh shit. Whoa. That is so funny. I green screened my room in here. Hold on. Let me fix this shit. Well, how am I gonna do this actually? How am I gonna do this? Elbaf has been really. How the fuck am I gonna do this? Because I need to bring. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. Somebody take me home. This is so funny. Like this is the funniest thing I've ever done. Let's move this over here. Maybe. I feel like. Yeah, there we go. I think. Cool. Okay. Sweet. Okay, then. All right, tight. We'll do that. We'll let. Now let's see if this. Does that do something? Bet. Okay, cool. Awesome. Awesome. We did it. Just find the balance. Do both, bro. Do both of what? Are we still talking about carts? Now I should probably put up my green screen, because that would be tight. Oh, do both. Are you talking about what games and shit? Let me see this. Try to fix this shit before I look dumb. Somebody take me home. It's going good. I agree. OG Amish Lancaster, what's up? Ooh, boy. All right, we're going to get to talking about Elbaf as soon as I get this here ruckus figured out in the background. So get your Elbaf questions ready. And I want to know right now who looks the best in Elbaf and why is it Ripley? Oh, my God. It's Ripley. I tell you what, woo, boy, woo. That right there, Ripley right there. I'll tell you what. OG. That right there. Oh, yeah. This right here. Somebody take me home. This is so freaky. How am I going to do this? I don't want to be boxed in either. I got it. I figured it out. I know exactly what we're going to do. Ooh, that's right. Sorry. Oh. Alright. Oh, yeah. Put this out the way. Okay. Oh, my God. You know, I think we're just going to do this to mitigate that. Somebody take me home. Sweet. Sweet. Now let's do this, because I don't like how little I am. Sweet. La 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 la. Somebody take me in your arms. Somebody take. Hey, Ripley unfortunately makes me feel like a dirty teenager. Like, goddamn, what are you doing to me today? Well, that's what you want, I assume. Mugiwara. Just roasted up is amazing. Naruto is hilarious. The last video quality was self-just. Thank you. Nope, Golden Week, right? Oh, Golden Week. That's why yeah. Okay, so yeah, then I'm caught up for sure. So yeah, let's get into where we are. So the latest chapter. How much can you show manga panels after it's like? Because obviously I'm not spoiling anything, but like, is that allowed? Is that allowed? Is it allowed? Oh, to LOL, please. Other than that, the cover story, I'm not too sure. Like, it just feels like we keep going back to Wano, and it's not that I don't care. It's just everything else going on. I'm just kind of like, I mean, sweet, you know. Somebody also told me that the cover stories are pretty funny. I don't know. No? Okay, bet. Then that's not allowed. Bet. Awesome. Then we will stop right there. Awesome. No, that's good. Good looks. Good looks, Jack. Good looks. We will stop right this second. On God. If that's the case, we're gonna stop right there. Y'all get a blank screen then. If that's the case. If it's not allowed, bet. Then neither are we. You feel me? Then I'm not finna get in trouble. No, we're not gonna do a blank screen though. Let me get, because there's another thing I wanted to do. So let's go to Twitter. But let's also talk about the chapters, obviously. So I'm digging Elbaf right now. I'm really digging Elbaf right now. I'm curious to see what's going on, because right now the most interesting thing that's happening is Brook and Gunko. To me, that's the most interesting things happening. Joy Girl did a video explaining, like, going into that about Brook and stuff, and I was enamored with that. I'm sure there's a bunch of different Brook theories about what's actually going on right now. But like, I don't know. The one that I saw was really, 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 really good. Really, really good. Maybe a hard zoom on the panel? Nah. You can't show the whole page, but panels are technically allowed. Yeah, that's how I edited into like my chapter reviews and stuff too. I'm just not fitting to risk it. All right, we're gonna talk about whatever we want to talk about though. But fuck no. Facts. Brooks is so interesting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dread man. I'm so that's the most interesting thing for me right now in Egghead, because how the fuck? Because what is going on there, actually? Like, there's so many theories about how, Brook was a holy knight, or Brook, literally all of them are so interesting, I'll be honest. I don't usually get too deep into One Piece theories, but it's impossible to not be sucked into a few. You know what I'm saying? It is impossible to not be drawn into the whirlpool of One Piece theories. It's just impossible. It's literally impossible. Like, it's gonna get you, even if you're not really like a theory type person. It's gonna get you. So that's where I am currently. All my attention is focused on Brook, what could be happening there, because honestly, I'm tired of people like, bro, I be on Twitter and I see people hold on a second, because let me see, because this is my Twitter, by the way. Mugiwara go for it. Oh my God, this is so funny. Let's just keep going though. Oh, this should have been me. Look at that. I'm looking for a specific post, though. This shit is just... I'm going to go in order. Where is it? Ooh, I also want to talk about this. Robin and Frankie parenting polls. This was fun as fuck. I want to go through that on this stream. I already answered them, I'm pretty sure, but we're gonna answer them together. It's so fucking funny. Okay, here it is. Like the Straw Hats rankings in terms of usefulness on Elbaf so far. I'm just like, what are we doing here, guys? What is going on? Why are we doing this? Why is this the thing that happens? Why are we doing... Look at this shit. They're ranking... I'm assuming this is on a scale of 1 to 5. They got Chopper is 0. Brook is a 1. Usopp is a 1.1. Sanji 2.5. Franky... What is that? Why are we ranking them like this? Why can't... And it's like, this is... Everybody does this. Like, everybody looks at, what the Straw Hats are, doing. And how it's either it's helpful or it's not helpful, and it's just I don't know, man. I think we should maybe let the arc start. How about that? We just got here. There's no reason to rank these people in terms of usefulness at all, period. But if anything, just yet, it's definitely not time. Where is? Oh, there it is. It's right there. Unemployed job scaling. You know what's terrifying? The fact in One Piece they can't see hockey, so Luffy looks absolutely terrifying from nowhere. You know what? If that's true, I wonder what Gear 4 Tank Man looks like. Let me find that tweet again. That gorilla debate is so fucking funny. But what does this look like if you can't actually see Haki? By the way, guys, I looked this up. Luffy ate, literally, it's estimated, like when you remember when Luffy was eating all those cracker soldiers on a Whole Cake Island? It's estimated, I Googled it, that motherfucker ate 4.5 billion calories, and that's what this is. That's insane. 4.5 billion calories? You're not supposed to eat that. No human on earth. And look at this guy. He literally... I cannot get over the fact that he made his own transformation just by eating so much. He got big and fat. And then, oh, Maddie, thank you for subscribing. How you doing? Thank you for being here, too. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't have Twitch up. But thank you for being here. But he literally just ate himself into this. And then, like, just put a bunch of Haki on his stomach and said, fuck it, new transformation. That's insane. That's actually insane. Like, I don't care what nobody says. He's insane. He is literally crazy. Look up Gear 4, no Haki? Fuck no. I already know. I'm scared just thinking about that. That ain't fat. That's just pure muscle. It is. You are correct. Big back Luffy. Hey, he is, though. How did Luffy poop out all that food? I don't know. No cap. What's up? How's it going? I got by AJ, so you don't have to say my username. Oh, what's up, dude? What's up? Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll be messing up whenever I be reading people's names. Eggheaded, but Elbaf is not done, so I can't really call it facts. So, I don't know. I just, in general, I feel like people just be hard on the straw as people are on Usopp's neck at telling him you need to do something because he in the Elbaf. And it's like, bro, we just got here, bro. This is crazy. I don't understand why we gotta like job scale them. Finding the MVP of an arc is tight. Like, that's fun. But like, there's no reason to insult Chopper. Chopper's literally just a kid on Elbaf right now. He's dead ass hiding inside like Saul's beard with Robin. He's just hiding. He's just vibing, honestly. He doesn't know what's going on. I would be upset if Chopper took the lead and was like, fuck it, you know what, guys? I got this. And then Chopper started fighting. I would be upset if that happened. And as for anything useful that he could be doing, he's plenty useful. Don't do that. Don't do that. They just got here. Leave my boy alone. Papusa Monkey, thank you for the $5. Everyone was going on about 100 dudes versus a gorilla, but no one asked if that gorilla was Harambe. Will the 100 want to win? Listen, I'm dead. It's not gonna take Harambe. If it was Harambe, nobody would want to fight. But it's not gonna take Harambe, bro. It's just gonna take one gorilla that is acting like how we expect a gorilla to act if he's surrounded by 100 people. It's like if you get like a really peaceful gorilla, maybe, but it's like you're not gonna get a peaceful gorilla in that situation. Guys, be for real. It's 100 of us. They're not picking the softest gorilla for us to fight. We are getting the Mike Tyson of gorillas. We are getting the gorilla that's gonna look out at the field of 100 people and just go, yeah. This is what I've been waiting for. And what the fuck, what does that mean? We're going to see it in his eyes that he's been waiting for this his whole life. Why? Because he's about to do something to all 100 of us. I don't know what we did to deserve playing with these animals, but every time I see, hold up, my favorite thing about the 100 gorilla thing is this right here. This is my favorite tweet from that entire Altergrade. Well, it's a couple more. 100 could be one gorilla. This is like me as the last man standing after the gorilla killed the other 99. Honestly, I'm betraying somebody way before it gets to just me and that gorilla. Because with one swipe, I stayed out of this argument for the most part because I just didn't think people were being for real, if I'm being honest. But 100 men could beat a gorilla, and you are free to believe that. I've seen some people weigh in on it. I do not believe 100. If you pick, because I'm thinking random people. If you get 100 random people to fight a gorilla, no, absolutely not. We are not having. I don't believe that that's going to happen. But I'm sure it's possible. I'm sure it's very possible. I wouldn't be, upset. I'm just gonna say, me personally, no sir. No, sir. I'm not doing it. You will not catch me. Because this is what I feel like too. I believe like you can speak things into existence, and you can, and also like words of affirmation, like those can give you power and stuff. So words are powerful. I would never in my life dream of saying I could whoop a gorilla, because I know God, and God might put me in a situation where I have to fight a gorilla. I don't want to do it. I think it's just better for me to be honest and be like, nope, hell no, there's not a chance I would ever be able to beat a gorilla. God, you don't have to put that test in my life. The gorilla has it. But gorillas are just naturally peaceful. All right. So if you make them attack you like you did something wrong, I'm gonna just go with nature. That's it. 100 Florida rednecks versus one gorilla. That's just about stamina, I think, at that point. And they're not gonna feel pain or much of anything, to be completely honest. You better than me for entertaining. Listen, I feel like it's a big thing people talk about. I'm just going, you know what I'm saying? M Pompos 3, thank you for the first time chat on Twitch. I feel so lonely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're not gonna get that gorilla. We gonna get the gorilla. Oh no, that's the conquest. We gonna get the conquest gorilla. Yes, that's the gorilla we go get. Is the conquest gorilla, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not. I know God has a very God's sense of humor is we need to be afraid of that. His sense of humor, it'd be funny, but some stuff just be funny for him. We could see something as a tragedy, and God might be just laughing at it. I know he gonna be laughing putting a gorilla up against 100 of us, and I just don't see any reason for me to be a part of that equation. So I'm gonna just always say the gorilla got it. That's what I think. As 100%, that's what I think. He said it'll take 60 to 70 men to beat a gorilla, but 30 to 40 to 100% pass it away. That's what he said. Wait, what? But 30 to 40 is 100% passing away. Yeah. No. I don't like them odds. I don't like them odds at all. Yeah. So like 30 or 40 people are passing away, but it'll take like 60 to 70. I just don't know why we're doing math like that. For one thing, because things never go the way that you plan them to. So like we could do all these statistics, but again, if we get the conquest gorilla, I'm just not, hell no. The thing about this gorilla debate is people don't seem to understand Newton's third law of motion. To put it simply, if a gorilla can punch with over 13,000 PSI, that means his body's able to handle that kind of pressure, meaning no human can punch him in a way to do damage. Look, I understand. You don't have to. Maybe you should convince some of them. I completely agree. And if their plan is to smother the gorilla, I just feel like he would just start breaking our necks one by one. I don't know. Because if gorillas are naturally peaceful and you push him into a corner and he just start killing people, he's just going to be in that element until we're all done and he knows that he's safe. Like, that's like people keep mentioning that. It's like, it's a good thing because gorillas are naturally peaceful. I was like, bro, ain't you ever seen the ending of the Cell Saga? You seen what happened when Gohan decided to stop being peaceful. Like, don't do that. Don't act like y'all don't understand. Please don't do this. All right? Goku banked on Gohan just like letting go. And the second he did, it was over. You want to put a gorilla in Team Gohan's shoes? Be my guest. I will not be there. Humans have the power to make tools. No, you can't use tools in this debate. It's literally just 100 men with just their hands versus a gorilla. That's why I didn't entertain this. Like, I was like, I don't think that's... Is you not, like... If you got 100 Arnold Schwarzeneggers, sure, I believe that's possible. There aren't 100 Arnold Schwarzenegger, like prime Arnold Schwarzenegger. There aren't 100 prime Mike Tysons that want to fight a gorilla. Let me just say that. Any athlete that could fight a gorilla, I really think they would be like, this is an unnecessary risk. How many people are willing to die for the W? I'm just saying. But yeah, that's that. Let me talk about the other thing. Well, hold on, because let me do this because I don't want them to hoe. Let me re-educate myself where we are in Elbaf. There's what is that? Is that a dragon? Oh yeah, the nightmares. Luffy's chilling with Loki. And Luffy seems to really like Loki. I fuck with that a lot. Gerd seems to not like the giant, or not the giants. She seems to not like Road or Loki, but she loves Sanji. Sanji is in Cloud 9, let me tell you. Was the last chapter when Rock stabbed Loki? Was that the last chapter? That shit was funny. No, that wasn't the last chapter. No. The last chapter is... There, yeah. Where Gunko has everybody. Saint Summers is attacking Saul, and Gunko is attacking Brook. Like, you're gonna make music for me for forever. And he's like, nah, get wrecked. You know, you feel me? I like that. I like everything that's happening. I'm deathly curious. How's your day, bro? My day's going pretty good. The gorilla would get overwhelmed. Listen, I'm not 100 men all at once, even average, would definitely win against the gorilla. I'm not about to, listen, if y'all believe y'all could take it, you got it. Go show that gorilla who's boss. No cap. I'm not about to. I want to move on from this. I'ma always say no, because on God, you're not going to catch me in that situation. So I'm going to stand by what I know, and that's that I am not going to fight no goddamn gorilla. It's not happening. It's not happening. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. What's up, Lothar? 110-year-olds versus Prime Mike Tyson is a nice comparison. That's just fucking funny. What the fuck do those 110-year-olds, what they mad at? Like, that situation is so funny. The fuck, what they mad at? What are these 10-year-olds? Let's get them, guys. The fuck is... Mike don't give a fuck. Mike would 100% just start sleeping children. Listen, I've seen enough gorillas in the zoo to know not to mess with a wild one. On God. Listen, Wampus King, I'm telling you. I don't need too much convincing. Crazy monkey crackhead. Yeah, this shit is funny. All right, where's the other thing? Here it is. Robin and Frankie parenting polls. Okay. Like, well, I should talk about the manga a little bit more before I go all ADHD on you. Is there anything, like, before I cut, because I'm just gonna go through, like, I just think it's so cool. Like, Brook, honestly, Brook is the main thing that I'm thinking about in the chapters right now. Brook is the main thing I'm thinking about. I'm also thinking about Ripley, but that has nothing to do with the plot. That has nothing to do with the story. I think about her constantly. Her and Vice Admiral Dahl. But I'm curious to know more about Loki for sure. But honestly, that Brook cliffhanger, it wasn't really a cliffhanger, but it felt like a cliffhanger, dude. And I'm so excited for them to dive into that a little bit more. I like the fact that the Holy Knights are trying to duck the smoke with Luffy. Yeah, they are. They're not doing that good, because if they've got this rest of the Straw Hats tied up. The second one of the fighters gets there, like, they're in for something. We just got to figure out a way to get past that immortality bullshit that they have, dude. Like, they have the same Mickey ass power as the Gorosei. That shit is sorry. I don't like that. The immortality, because they're just letting themselves get hit and they're regenerating. Like, that's just sorry. I hate that power. I think once I ducked the fade too. That man Luffy, yeah, he is crazy. 3 also doll, yeah. Yo, Mugi, do you think Buggy is going to get an awakening? He should, because I'm curious if that makes him Sukuna from JJK. Like, I wonder if his chop fruit, if he could just start slicing things like that. If Buggy just suddenly became OP, that would be tight. Sea-Dog P2, thank you for the first time chat. I've seen them break the glass of the zoo enclosure, and that's what they're going to be doing to the motherfuckers' bones that try to fight them. And the thing about it is, I think the gorilla would even feel bad. He would be like, wow, y'all making me do this to you. Buggy was the original Sukuna. Deadass, he could be. He could be if he gets an awakening. What about 100 Usopps versus one gorilla? I don't think. I mean, they would lock in for sure, especially if it's a One Piece gorilla. I believe Usopp would do it, but like, no, not in real life. In One Piece, nobody ever dies. That gorilla would be beating Usopp up, and it would be a gag for 6 chapters straight. And he would be fine. Literally, none of the Usopps would die. In real life, you not, bro. In real life, your skull's gonna get broken in so many places. You are gone for real. There ain't gonna be no second chances. Buggy versus Law would be hysterical. That would be funny. I can't wait to see Law again. Honestly, Law and Beppo, because where are they gonna go? I don't think they're gonna join the Straw Hats, but but whatever they do, they're obviously gonna be working with the Straw Hats. So in my opinion, like, it really doesn't matter. Like, Law would never swallow his pride enough to just full on be a Straw Hat. But if he did, that'd be, I mean, at this point, it's like, bro, we traveled with you for so long. Just get on the ship, dude. Like, what are you doing? But he's too, Law is Sundere, or Sundeer, however you pronounce that. Yo, Truman Spider, what's up? Like, Law doesn't want you to know when he really fuck with you, but it's like obvious, at least like painfully obvious. Belmare giving you stink eye? Why? What happened? I want to see my favorite drug abuser. Which one is that? There's so many of them. Because immediately I thought about Chopper. Okay. I'm curious to see how Luffy is going to crash out for Loki once he finds out the truth about what happened with his father and how they had him tied up. Yeah. Obito crashed out. I showed my friend that part of your video and immediately agreed with you. Preach. The Naruto people were up in arm. The Naruto fandom in general. I just, those motherfuckers, actually, before we get into that, because I did do a little bait post. I don't normally do that, but they were saying if they switch villains, who's having a harder time between Luffy and Naruto? And I think about this question a lot. I wonder how Luffy would do against Kaido, but I have to think about it in relative to like where they are at in like their show, right? So I think that would be like, I don't know, maybe I would say that would be Sage of Six Paths Naruto. Sage mode Naruto pulling up to Wano. Do I think he could beat Kaido? No, I don't. Actually, to be completely honest, I really do not think that he could. In general, like if you compare like post time skip to Luffy to post time skip Naruto, like as soon as they come back from their time skips, like I feel like Luffy, like Naruto just came back with like basic chakra control and a bigger Rasengan. And Luffy came back with a new transformation he didn't even have to use till Dressrosa. He's able to react to lasers being shot at him. He's got all 3 types of hockey. It's so much that he had. So I think about this a lot, right? So they asked that question, and then I was like, didn't Kishimoto say that no one has guns in Naruto because one gun could wipe the entire ninja world? Too many people saw it. 3.2 million people saw that shit. And the Naruto people, first of all, this was a joke. I understand that the space that it's in, honestly, this is my fault. I'm completely copping to that. I'm agreeing. This is my fault. You know, I thought it was good. People were going to be like, that's funny because one YN could take out the entire Naruto verse. Like, that's funny. I didn't expect people to really start doing math. There's this one motherfucker. This motherfucker, bro, he is in the comments with diagrams and shit. This guy right here, he was in the comments with diagrams trying to prove how much the explosions can do it. And I'm just like, bro, that's not like, but he wasn't talking to me. He talking to everybody else. They bringing up Pain. Y'all can't be using this brain dead take. Pain it was a joke. It was a joke, bro. They got so hot. Who is this? Who is this? They're bringing up characters I've never seen before. Talking about if one gun wipes Naruto, then explain this guy. I don't know who this is. I can't explain who this is. I don't know if One Piece, I'm sure One Piece Twitter, I'm sure they get toxic as fuck. But the Naruto people were coming from my fucking head. They were saying some fucking, actually, I'm going to show y'all some of these tweets because it gets fucking funny. But, okay, so this motherfucker, he says, explain this, laugh my fucking ass off. And I don't know what the fuck this is. I know it's Boruto, though, because this art is ass. So I give the only logical response you can in that situation. The only logical response you can in that situation. There is no Boruto in Ba Sing Se. I said, that's the best way I know how to say that. You know what this motherfucker said? You know what he said? I'm crying. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? So you mean to tell me I'm arguing with motherfuckers who've never seen Avatar: The Last Airbender? There's no way that's happening. There's no way that I'm for real. I'm even engaging in conversation with somebody who's never seen the Avatar: The Last Airbender. Are these the spokespeople for Boruto? Y'all need to get new ones. That's all I gotta say. Y'all need to get new ones. Dead ass, y'all need to get new. I don't even want to talk to you on the internet if you haven't seen Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's sorry beyond any. I can't imagine. It's like one thing to like. I've never really watched Avatar, to be honest. Well, that's okay. Okay, that's all right for you because you're not engaging with media analysis, acting like somebody else doesn't know how to interpret a story. You feel me? Dead ass. I've never even read the Boruto manga, and I do think that the art is ass. I'm not gonna lie. I do think that it's ass. But I'm open to it actually being good. My cousin actually, he sent me like you got famous, good for you, Mugi. I don't know if I call this fame. It's more like infamy in the Naruto community. But what was I about to say? Oh yeah, my cousin was talking to me about it. I'm open to like even liking it. I ain't gonna cap. If you ain't, these the people that fucking, because then it would be one thing if this is all he did, if his one crime was just not watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. But bro, it gets so toxic, and I didn't engage with any of it because dead ass, again, it honestly don't have nothing to do with me. But people who haven't seen Avatar: The Last Airbender are confirmed too young to have opinions on things. That's how I feel. There's no way you got to be too young, right? That has to be what's happening there. Let's be real. Naruto fans are just sad their own fanfic ships didn't become canon in Boruto and are just lashing out. They're mad at something. I don't know, but I dead ass didn't. Let me show y'all some of the other, because this shit is funny, bro. This shit is funny. Oh, after you ask why the anime fandom hates you people. And I was like, you people? They just throwing out basically slurs now because I made a joke about a gun could take out the entire Naruto world. I understand. Again, this is my fault. I should have known the internet would react that way. I should have known they weren't going to see that this was, obviously I'm joking. They don't know that you know what I'm saying, but it just kind of feel like Kelvin Facts, actually, they mad at Boruto himself. That's kind of what it feel like. Because the shit that was going on in the comments was crazy. It was crazy. They were doing, let me see if I can find. See, this is what I thought was going to happen. I thought people were going to retweet with one YN solos their whole verse. I mean, in the time it takes someone to throw out a single ninjutsu, you could have mag dumped them multiple times over. I was interested in how funny that situation would be. If you start doing hand signs and then somebody just switch you down like that, that would be funny. That's what I thought we were going to do, but that didn't happen. Again, my fault. Let me see if I can find some of these this is too far. I truly want everybody to understand you going too far if you, who is this? What's a gun gonna do to a Susanoo or a beast form? LOL, such cap. I just feel like in general, this is not the energy I thought everybody was gonna come to this such cap. Why? It is cap. This shit, y'all. There's not really who the fuck he said while writing The Land of Waves, the first arc. By the way, this is crazy, bro. They're literally defending something that I was making a joke. I just feel like this is too far. But I'm trying to get to the real ones that are actually this is crazy. Who the fuck is this? Why does Naruto have a what the fuck? What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people? Are we forgetting the top tiers in One Piece die to guns? It's quite literally the only verse in the joke. Dude, I got everybody big mad, and I legit felt bad because dead ass, I thought we were about to just make YN ninja jokes. I thought that was what was gonna happen. I swear I thought that was what was gonna happen, but no, everybody, I'm a villain. I'm a villain for this. This shit is Naruto faster than Night? No, he loses. Luffy would cartoon slapstick the fuck out of it. Yeah. Well, I actually do think that, whether that's true or not. But like, it also could be the differences in animation. We've just seen One Piece people do so much, and then I look over at the Naruto, and I feel like Naruto's. Well, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not really about to get into it because I'm just gonna make people even more mad. You are like the only person on anime Twitter I like. I appreciate that, Jack Stout. There's a bunch of good people that focus on like. I mean, you can focus on whatever you want, but this is my honest opinion. If you react to any type of post like this, the most I would expect is like a sarcastic subtweet, or you could be in the comments, but hold on. What a stupid statement, because there are guns in Naruto world. A hunting rifle is seen in one panel in the land of... Wait, what the fuck are we doing, guys? Like, again, I'm saying this is my fault because I should have foresaw how the fuck this would go in the internet. But when you get into the weeds like this and you bringing up panels for evidence, I feel like they really expected me to get into the comments and start arguing like, no, because one gun would. Like, obviously, that's just a funny thing. Oh, well, this is... I can't... One of the Naruto world's biggest feats compared to one island in One Piece, both compared to real life sizes. I can't get sucked into this because it's like... Sometimes they do be having some interesting points. I'm not gonna crap, and I will be watching. But it's just the fact, like, the way we got here, I can't respect it. I can't. Nico Robin doesn't need the cowboy hat. These power scalers got themselves so worked up over jokes, they overanalyze to the point where the actual mangaka feels like Kiyomon. That's what I'm saying. Get into the weeds, bros. Getting into the weebs. Yeah. Someone tried to say Luffy is the slowest of the big three. That's what I don't like. And this, man, yeah, I don't know. Bleach fans, I ain't gonna cap. Any Bleach fans in the chat, y'all be chilling. I appreciate y'all. So much. I know One Piece fans can be tripping, but dead ass, the Naruto people, I was like, y'all are soft. I ain't gonna cap. I did not expect any of that to happen. I like dead ass. I did not see any of this happening. That's what I said. Ain't no way they thought that I was it, bro. That is legitimately what I thought. I thought we were about to make YN ninja jokes. Like, tell me y'all see the vision. Like, I thought that's what we were about to do. Nowhere in my wildest dreams, I didn't expect this. And then, hold on. This is another, this shit, actually. And I feel, obviously don't, like, I don't think y'all are going to do it, but don't reach out to any of these people and do anything else. That's not the way. We are the light side of the force. Don't do that. But anyway, so this guy said, guys, it's rage bait. How are y'all really falling for it? And I'm like, that's what I'm saying. And then this guy said, so when you order food, do you expect the chef to not deliver it to you too? You ordered people's reaction with rage bait. You wanted people's reaction and you got them. This is what you ordered. Your mind cannot grasp what's in front of it. I didn't even read this. Somebody else was like, satire. Like, literally just chill out. What is satirizing? What is the critique here? Damn, you this mad over a comment on a Twitter video? Stay off the internet for a while. How am I mad, bro? Dead ass don't even see how they... I can't talk with these people. So then, when I try to reply to it, this motherfucker blocked me. I didn't say or do anything. I don't even know if I was going to reply to him, or if I was just gonna say, I was wondering why I couldn't, or whatever. Whatever happened, he blocked me. I didn't say anything to this man. I said nothing to him. Nothing. I don't understand, chat. I don't understand. How could you ignore him like that? He fucking blocked me. Komodo Lessons, thank you for subscribing on Twitch. Let's go. I can't wait to get back into streaming video games. But what happened to the days when people could make fun of Naruto and his dumb orange jumpsuit, the most visible outfit a ninja could have? That is fucking hilarious because it's true. Naruto was always mediocre in my opinion. I liked it generally, some cool characters and plot lines, but it never really absorbed me like One Piece or many other shonen did. Not to even talk about the other genre. Dude, I love Naruto, but you like it should be okay to say what you just said. Like, I obviously love One Piece more than I like Naruto, but for most of my life it was Naruto over One Piece. The reason why I'm even still open to giving Boruto as a chance is because I treated One Piece like, oh, I'm never going to read that shit, I'm never going to watch that shit for years until I finally didn't do that. So I will always say perhaps the manga in Boruto is peak. Perhaps it is. My cousin keeps telling me that. I will say that. I will say that the anime is garbage, and that's always what I'm saying whenever I don't like the art in Boruto. But that's just like, maybe I just got to get over that. That is what that is. But either way, this reaction to I don't know. I just feel like this is I've not seen reactions like this in the One Piece community. I'm not lying. They probably exist. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure they exist. But this, I don't know, man. I don't know. Naruto has the worst female characters in Shonen, yet even worse than Dragon Ball. I agree, because Bulma is a great character, and Chi-Chi is a good character, too. Tsunade is a good character. The plot holder. Sakura, I'm just going to say that you got it. You right, big bro. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want them motherfuckers to find me, clip this, and then come for me again. Somebody actually tweeted that bro, show your source. It's a joke. That's my source. This shit is this is maidenless behavior. Madara dropped a meteor and you think a gun stopping him? No, the comedy is what if a gun could stop him? I'm not doing this. I'm not about to. Again, it's my fault. I should have known what was going to happen. Hello, Mr. Mugi. Hope your day is doing good. Hello, Lord Inan, and thank you for the first time chat, and my day is going good. I'm happy to be here and talking with you all. How dare you joke about fictional ninjas? Wampus King, I'm sorry. Tenten was better than Sakura. Not Chi-Chi, but Bulma and Lanchar. I like Chi-Chi's character. I think Chi-Chi's character is... The thing about her character that I like the most is the fact that she, is what I see her like. Her and Boa Hancock are similar in not just the ways that they like the main character, but also in the fact that they truly all the other bullshit aside, they're just trying to do regular housewife shit. And so that is comedy. That's comedy galore. When you have characters just trying to figure out, hey, how are we going to get Gohan set up to go to high school? And Goku's like, well, I'm fighting aliens next week, sweetie. I don't know. Maybe he needs me to sign this permission slip for the field trip. Can't do it. I'm fighting aliens, sweetheart. You better get to it. So I've always really appreciated Chi-Chi's character because she'd be like, what the fuck? No, you are not taking our son to Namek to fight Space Hitler. No, you're not doing that. It's just not happening. I'm not, so I love her character. Bulma's amazing, obviously. Launch is also too. Launch was hoed. Launch was so hoed. Toriyama deadass just forgot she existed. That's crazy. Totally not even pistol level. Y'all have got to let it go. Y'all gotta let it go. Y'all gotta let it go, bro. I'm trying to find a couple more. Come on, guys. You used to be creative. I don't even know what that means. I don't know. Is he criticizing me or the... Because what is this? I need more context to understand what... Is he saying you used to be creative? I wasn't creative with my bait because of this guy that's pulling a tree out of his hand? I don't know how to talk to these people. I literally don't understand. What did I think would happen posting this? I thought we were going to make YN ninja jokes. Bro, AJ, I thought we were going to make YN ninja jokes. That's honestly what I thought was going to happen. Mugi, do you plan on doing your type of content on other shows anytime in the future? Oh, deadass. We're going to talk about whatever I want. Well, I made a second channel to talk about literally whatever I want, but in this, it'll be obviously anime on this channel. I I don't know if I have anything in mind, like outside of Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. I don't know, like right now. I know ones I want to get to eventually, and we can talk about that. But yeah, Tien fumbled big. He did. Sakura literally the worst female character ever written in all of anime. I do not like her. I would have to really think if she's the worst ever. But I do not like her, and I don't like how much. Really, what it is. I mean, obviously, it's the writer's fault. Obviously it is, because Sakura could have been. Avatar is hilarious. That would be fun. Avatar is just such a good show, dude. Like, I don't even know. Like, it's so good. I would really struggle to write in jokes for that because, well, maybe not struggle, but it's like I would want to take breaks to be like, it's really just such an impressive show. Such an impressive show. Dal Shipman, thank you for the $1 donation. Thank you. 10 guns, Madara. Wait. There is one worse female character. Lay it on us, Wampus King. Which one is worse than I like Sakura. She's not that bad of a character. You're free to think that. I don't like her because of all the Sasuke nonsense. I feel like if she just would have had her own dream, I really don't think we would get any of that hate. And then, no, okay, because you remember when she pulled up and they were in the snow and she was like, oh, because I love you, Naruto. And Naruto was like, what are you talking about? What is going on? And Naruto didn't even know what was going on, but in that moment he was like, you're bullshitting. I just don't know why. Like her plan was to convince Naruto to let it go so that she could kill Sasuke. And then when she did her love declaration and it didn't work, she then drugged all of her comrades and tried to meet up with Sasuke by herself to kill him. You were never going to do that. And you never could do that, first of all. But let's say that you could. Let's say that you were skilled enough to defeat Sasuke Uchiha or catch him off guard. Let's say that you proved that you literally didn't have the stomach to. Like, that's just bad. That's so bad. So you literally were just there to make Naruto more stressed until he showed up to save the day. I cannot find anyone that can defend that. I haven't found anyone's like... I've listened to so many YouTubers that genuinely like Naruto on their first read, but every time they get to that part, they're like, I don't know what that was. I hope we get more information on that. And none. We literally don't get any... Like, she just... I don't know why she did that. I really don't. She even tried to fake like Mugi seen to be hero. No, no, I haven't. Also, worst female character goes to Nana from Talentless Nana. I haven't seen Nana. Is that the same show, Nana? Scissor 7? That sounds funny. Like somebody could have just came up with the funniest YN ninja jokes, but instead they want to crash out that. That's what I thought would happen. I swear I thought we were getting YN ninja jokes. But only like 5 people cooked like that. I was so disappointed. Anne from Samurai 8 is worse than Sakura, but to be for real, she is also a Kishimoto. Okay, well, that's bad. That's bad. Sakura lives the duality of having one of the best shonen fights ever, Sasori, and being one of the worst written characters in present. Yeah. That was a bad character moment, but she got better. I'm not saying you're wrong to like Sakura. If you do, I don't know that her character, in my eyes, got much better after that because she was kind of in the background until she wasn't in the background, and then she forgave Sasuke even though he tried to kill her. You know what will make her character just 1,000 times better? If she just literally just didn't like Sasuke anymore. Like, she still liked him as a friend, but like if she was too traumatized to like actually want to date him because he's tried to kill her, which is very reasonable. Like, Naruto still being cool with him is fine because that's what shonen rivals do. They beat the fuck out of each other just to, just to communicate with each other. That's even a line. Like, high-level ninja can just communicate strictly by fighting. But Sakura, like, the worst trauma in her life came from Sasuke. That's just a fact. She doesn't have any dead family members. All of her trauma comes from Sasuke. For her to end up with Sasuke just kind of feels like we're letting him off the fucking hook. She did that in her desperation, to be honest. She didn't want Naruto to go after Sasuke and risk death, but the manipulation was wrong, and her going after Sasuke was just foolhardy behavior after hurting her best friend. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you on all that. Totally. I completely agree with you. I would just say then still, it's just, my point is just the Sasuke stuff. That kind of really makes her character look like she doesn't have, one, a goal of her own, or honestly a backbone, because any self-respecting person would not be with the person that actually abused them for the entire story. And Sakura never had that self-respect. That's kind of the point. That's my main contingency with her. She had the opportunity. She literally could have been such a great story about how you can get away from people that are toxic. And even though Sasuke did completely turn around, you don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like her because of the physical abuse she gave Naruto. I don't mind that because Nami be beating the fuck out of Luffy and really everybody. I'm okay with that. That's just a shonen thing sometimes. I love Hinata and Naruto, such a sweet ball of stalker sunshine. I really like Hinata. And that's another thing. You compare Hinata's reason to like Naruto versus Sakura's reason to like Sasuke. That just always bugged me. Hinata loved Naruto because she witnessed Naruto's philosophy, and she then adopted his ninja way. Like, that's so cool. That's so cool, and it's such a great, honest love story, to be completely honest. That's so cool. It's believable, and it made for like a much more enjoyable romance. But then you go over to Sakura, and it's just like, I like Sasuke because he's cool. That was it. That was it, guys. That was, she liked him in elementary school, and she liked him because he's cool, and then she literally just never let it go, even when he became increasingly more and more crazy. Like, they did grow together, but the solid foundation wasn't there. And as a shipper, I have a problem with that. Sasuke and Sakura, bad ship in my opinion. Bad ship. Honestly, the light novels did a lot for the Sasu-Saku relationship. I believe they did. I don't like whenever you have to go outside of a show to fill in the blanks. I always think that that's kind of, again, another fault on the writer. Because you can have, whenever you have like novels that like go into stuff that like, it's awesome whenever it dives into something that you wanted more clarity on and stuff like that. But when it's something that you really needed to have seen for yourself, I just kind of feel like that's kind of, lazy is probably not the right word, but I don't like it. Because if I watch the entire show of Naruto, I still don't believe Sakura and Sasuke like should even really be that close as friends. But I have to accept that they're married. Like, I don't like that I have to read the novels for that to make sense to me. Again, Hinata and Naruto, it baffles me that is a genuinely good romance, or it could be. It could be a genuinely good romance because, honestly, true shippers, like, there isn't any romance inside Naruto, to be honest. Like, the movie where they went to the moon and the scarf, it's not that I hate that movie. I hate that setup as a shipper because it's just like, I just realized Hinata loves me, so I love her too. Stupid ass. It's dumb as hell. You dumb as hell. That woman did so much for you. She literally put her life on the line to save you during the pain fight. Why the fuck didn't you talk about it? Why did you save the world and yet let years go by before you ever brought that up again? She literally professed her love to you and you forgot about it. You low down dirty. You should have just, if that's the case, him and Sasuke should have just kissed at the end. I would have liked that. That shit made way more sense. On God, if we're being honest, that gives Naruto a reason to be chasing after him so much. That gives everybody a reason to just make the plot about chasing Sasuke because Naruto's in love with him. That makes sense. Just have the two dudes kiss. That's all you had to do. But no. Naruto gets to have a genuinely good woman, and Sakura and Sasuke get to abuse each other for the rest of their lives, I guess. I don't fucking know what they do together because as soon as they got married and copulated, Sasuke left the village. Dumbass he couldn't wait to get away from his wife. Shadow Hokage. Nobody asked you to do that, Sasuke. Go home and raise your kids. Nobody. I love the idea that deadass nobody is giving Sasuke missions. He's just like, well, guess I better go take care of this. It's like, well, take care of what? We beat ninja space aliens, Sasuke. Surely we can chill for a while. Nope. I gotta go. I gotta go. Sakura, in my opinion, is so much more badass, but you prefer Naruto and Hinata. Yeah, I think that's part of her character. I will definitely cop to that. Sakura is very badass. Those are just my issues with it, because that's what I'm saying. To clarify, I'm never, like, if you guys like, if you like Sakura, I'm not saying that's wrong at all. I just think that, I'm frustrated because truly, I think it could have been, she could have been so much more if she just didn't get with Sasuke. Truly. You can keep everything else the same. She just doesn't end up with Sasuke. And I swear I think I might, like, put her up there with, I don't know. I would definitely like her a lot more. But, I don't know. I hate that message that sends. And Sakura and Naruto makes more sense, and Hinata should have died instead of Neji. Harsh. I don't know if I would be so bold as to say that, but Naruto and Sakura did have chemistry. You know what pisses me off? When the fourth Hokage came back to life, Naruto's dad, he was like, oh, hey, is this your girlfriend? And Naruto was like, oh, yeah, I guess she is kind of my girlfriend. And then they made that a gag, and I'm like, again, Hinata is literally right over there, and she literally just a couple episodes ago basically like almost died for you when you were fighting pain. So like, insensitive joke. I know it's a joke, but still just like, what are you doing, dude? But you know what I've always remembered is Kushina told Naruto to marry someone like her, and the story constantly references how much Kushina and Sakura are alike. And it makes me feel like there was another plan there, a plan that could have worked if two things. If Hinata wasn't such a good character, and if that romance didn't make a whole lot of sense too. Because I would feel bad if Hinata, like, she really loved Naruto and that motherfucker just ended up with Sakura, which I guess if you did kill off Hinata, that would, Leon Strife, you might have been cooking. That would have been painful. I'm not saying I would have liked that, but you might be cooking. I like the idea behind a ship of a happy, cheery guy and his edgelord rival. Blame 10 plus years. INF loving Sonato for that. Sonato is a funny shit. I've learned about that when I watched the Sonic. I was taking in so much Sonic content after Sonic 3 came out because I just love that fucking movie. And so I learned about Sonato and I was like, this is funny. Shippers are hilarious. But no, I mean, Sonato could work. It's nowhere. I just feel like there's nowhere near, like, Kishimoto was gay baiting. He was queer baiting out his ass with Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto was laying in bed thinking about Sasuke. Listen, I love the homies. I've never once laid in my bed thinking about one of them. I'll just say that. So I just think that there's something else going on there. A shonen protagonist, best love interest is always his rival. Loppy Libby, it can be. Truly can be. And Neji died for the ship and they still needed to make a movie to explain how they end up together. AJ, bro. I couldn't. They did have a moment after Neji died, like Hinata locked him back in. All for him to be like, yeah, I guess Sakura's my girlfriend. Like, bro. Hinata held that man down, and it still took them having to go to the moon for him to realize that he had feelings for her. That's sorry. I don't like that. As a shipper, I don't like that. I do not like that. I think Hinata and Naruto could have even been better, though I do like them. I like them a whole lot better than Sakura and Sasuke. It's all Sasuke's fault. Bum ass dad dragging Sakura down. True. He just needs to be a father. Instead, he's just not. I don't even think he needs to, like, Zosan, Naruto plus Sasuke, Sora plus Riku. Yeah, that's definitely... Being gay was fun and all, but I'm 25, so time to get a wife and kids, I guess. That is, unironically, probably exactly what happened, and so fucking funny. There was something I'm trying to see. I think I missed it. At least he was coherent with being an ass, or consistent with being, yeah. Oh, Truman Spider. Yes, Sarada genuinely thought Sakura could not be her mom because of Sasuke. Like, that's bad chemistry, bro. That is bad chemistry. How does that even happen? Damn. That's somebody's fault, for sure. Oh, was your post about Robin and Frankie? Yeah, let's go to that. Let's go to that. We've been on Naruto for a while. Basically, actually, before we go, I want to find just so to show y'all I'm not fucking tripping. I just want to I want to find. Look at this shit. No, that's not it. That's not it. Grok, is this true? They're asking AI. They called Ultron on me. Okay, now this is funny. Explain this then. Ross. I thought we were gonna do this. This is what I thought was gonna happen. You know what? Y'all just gonna have to believe me. Whatever they was tripping. Let's just say they was tripping. All right, so let's go to Robin and Frankie post. Oh, it's Luffy's birthday. Well, it was Luffy's birthday yesterday in Japan, but now it's Luffy's birthday today if we're in the States. So turn up for Luffy. Where's my card? Turn up this one's for you, Luffy. Oh, that's too much. Oh, no. Yep, here it comes. Yeah. All right. So, Robin and Frankie parenting polls. Let's talk about what everybody really wants to talk about, and that is how Robin and Frankie would be as parents. All right. I know that's what everybody wants to talk about, so let's get to it. Okay. Let's talk about the real thing. Let's talk about the real Rodney Dangerfield in the room. Okay? So let's check this out. Okay. Robin, Jinbei, and Frankie polycule in my... Dear God. Oh, yeah. All right, let's talk about the real issue. Mugi, are we going to talk about Luffy giving his name, address, and social security number to the Gorosei? We can, and he did. You know? He did, and he always will. Well, let's do this thing. How far back is my live? Oh. All right, cool. I'm just tripping. All right, cool. All right, so... They give us a poll. It's 20 questions. I did not know what a polycule was until I literally had to put that together. But yeah, so they're just asking like 20 questions. So I already answered. Let me see if y'all agree with any of this. The first question is, who would be stricter about bedtime, Robin or Frankie? Okay, what do you guys think? I was like Robin for sure. I picked Robin, and overwhelmingly everybody picked Robin too. Jinbei is Robin's new husband. Um, I think we need more. I think we need more. There's a lot of illusions. There's a lot of illusions to Robin and Frankie. But I think we need more. Mugi, what are your thoughts on the 100 men versus one gorilla? Oh, well, that was the first part of this stream. You can go back if you want a more in-depth answer of it. I don't know what the timestamp was, but we answered that. I'm gonna just say I ain't fighting the gorilla. So I'm gonna say we can't do it. But everybody's thinking Robin. I'd say, are the kids reading? Frankie, are the kids doing anything else? Robin. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I think Robin would still. I think even in those situations, I think Robin would still be like, "All right, it's time for bed." Like, I think she would just do something like more. Like she would try to trick them into going to sleep or something. So I think Robin's the only person that's gonna care about a bedtime, is what I'm saying. So the next one is, who would give in more easily to a child's tantrum? Overwhelmingly, I said Frankie, and everybody else said Frankie too. And I mean, that's fair. I mean, look at him, for God's sake. Look at him. Oh, we can do it like this. All right, we're going to keep doing it like this. We're just going to have it like this. I want Koala to end up with Kuma's fruit. I guess Koala doesn't have a devil fruit, does she? I saw somebody saying Vivi might get her fruit. And it's like, see, that's why we got to, like, listen, like, One Piece theories, they get everybody. You can't let yourself get trapped in it, though. Vivi getting a fruit would be cool. Koala getting that fruit would be cool, obviously, as well. I think it would be cool to keep it in the revolutionary. I just have so many questions. Robin will snap everyone's neck if they don't go to sleep. I don't know. We need more furries in One Piece. What did I come back to the Twitch chat on? What is happening here? Oh. Vivi with a peacock zone. Hear me out, chat. Yeah, I can see Frankie smacking his kid only if it's his son. I see him folding if it's a lady. Same with Sanji. All right, who would tell the most incredible bedtime stories? I think this is closer than people think, because Frankie would probably tell like a long and winding tale about like back in the day when he was Jim Carrey. He might tell the entire story of Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. And I'm not going to lie, that would slap. Robin would have fairy tales on lock, though. She absolutely would, and she would probably have the better stories, to be honest. Frankie would spoil his daughters for sure. I think so. Yep. So yeah, I think for sure. I would say Robin. I would say Robin there. Frankie would cry over Robin's stories. Also true. Frankie would be right there with Robin as she's reading the story, crying up a storm. Also true. Oh, I like this one, Lord Enon. Robin can tell a better written story, but Frankie will make up the coolest thing a kid has ever heard. Yep. Can you imagine reading stories about robots with nipple lasers, or like hearing stories about robots and nipple lasers at a kid? Like, come on. I would be a kid like, yeah, it's bedtime and Dad's gonna read a story about robots and nipple lasers. Who would be more protective during their child's first heartbreak? I think I picked Frankie. And in general, I'm picking right pretty much every time, or what the majority says, because like I picked the blue is my pick, so I picked Frankie, and that's what majority said, which I think is a toss up too. But I definitely think Robin would be more like, I don't know, she'd be there for the kid for sure, and she would be very protective, and she would try to like. I just think Frankie's lesson would hit harder, because Frankie loves to cry and feel pain. And that was one of the reasons that Mel gave me about why Robin works so well, is because like if Robin needs to cry or feel something, Frankie will absolutely do that with her. And so I just feel like Frankie is He'd be right there. He'd be ready to do it. But I can see both of them. Obviously, they're both going to be protective no matter what. So it almost doesn't even matter. The shadow puppetry would go crazy with the hands of Frankie and Robin. Yes. You are correct. I didn't even think about that. Damn, they're doing puppet shows like crazy. Shadow puppetry is going to go crazy. Who would break their child's heart? Both Robin is an ex-assassin and Frankie ran the mafia. That's true. They wouldn't bully kids though. But yeah, I word gets around. Yeah. Robin would be like, listen, all relationships end, whether in breakup or death. Frankie, she would literally say that, Wampus King. She would literally say that. You're right. Frankie would just give a shit, truly, and be supportive as hell. Yeah, that's exactly what would happen. It feels like we're all locked in on these. I feel like we're all a part of the same hive mind answering these questions. So, all right, the next one, this one blew it out of the water. Who would be better at building tree houses? Yeah, I mean, obviously, that'd be Frankie, for sure. I do think Robin would be definitely able to help, but I don't think she would even go outside. I think she would be reading in the kitchen. I've been watching Wano, and I feel 100% Momo should have stayed in the past and became more like Wiper from Skypiea. Ooh. Yeah, that's tight. I didn't even think about that. Is it because she lived in a literal treehouse in O'Hara? Yeah, I think she totally... I want to know what people who... Yeah, I think that's probably... I think she just... I think we're all counting on Robin to be smart enough to, like, she could build a treehouse for sure. She would never, if she, like, if Frankie is the dad, like, she wouldn't even need to go outside. I just think that's a no-brainer. And also, it's who would be better at building a treehouse. So it's literally like, it's a competition. That's not fair. You know what I'm saying? That's not fair. Frankie's literally about to... He's building a treehouse for real, and like, you know, Robin, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's his thing. That's his whole thing. The next one, who would be the scariest during a parent-teacher meeting? 1,000% Robin. Frankie would be scared of Robin in the meeting. 1,000%. It is Robin for sure. I don't know if we even need to. Robin be scaring people just by being who she is. It 100% would be Robin. She be cracking me up, bro. 100% it's Robin. 110% it's Robin. Okay, who would throw the most unforgettable birthday parties? And then it's Frankie. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, we're still choosing the majority on all these. So everybody, we've all been locked in on this. But yeah, Frankie's party would go nuts. Robin would be there. Robin would never... I don't know if she would ever throw a party. When One Piece is over and all the Straw Hats go their separate ways and they go to their different islands and they live together, and let's say Robin has her own place, I think she'd throw a party, but mainly just because her friends like to party. I'll say that. And I know that Robin has fun at parties, but throwing a party... I don't know. Frankie, on the other hand, I think he would do the same level of preparation as Robin would into a party, but it would just end up crazier because Frankie knows crazier people. Everybody's pulling up to his party. Iceberg, that big-ass frog, Yokozuna's pulling up to the party. Yokozuna coming to Frankie's party? Oh, it's a hit. It is a hit. We're going to have a great time. All right? Frankie reading a band and setting off fireworks for his kid's party, for sure. I deeply doubt, yeah. I don't think she ever had a single birthday party. Well, that's why I think she would be able to throw a good party, but, like, because she would really have a lot to get out. But I think she would rather just, like, go to a party. I think they would throw the party for her. That's truly what I think would happen. That's honestly what I think would happen. That is honest to God what I think would happen. I don't think she would ever just throw a party. But, okay, who would secretly spy on their child to make sure they were okay? Definitely Robin. For 100% Robin. It's not that I don't think Frankie would. I just think he would immediately get caught. Look at his fucking shoulders, dude. What is he going to hide behind? Robin, on the other hand, Miss All Sunday? Are you kidding me? You're not keeping anything from that mom. That's not happening. Like, she would respect your privacy, but if she felt like she needed to spy on you, you're cooked. You are cooked. She's getting whatever information that she wants to know. Let's be for real. Robin. I don't even know. Robin would throw a dinner party catered by Sanji and not a party. Yeah, for sure. That's good. That's a good. Robin is there for the dinner party. She's not there for the crazy party. That's what Frankie's doing outside. That's what's happening outside, and Frankie's right there outside. Oh, Shaggy's World gave me a hydrate. My bad, buddy. Thank you for that. Just saw it. Woo. Let's see. Where are we now? What's going on here? No, see what's happening. Frankie has that extension ear thing. He used that one time, but Robin can spawn ears. Yeah, no, anything Frankie can do for espionage, I promise it's not as efficient as Robin just creating an ear inside the kid's room. She literally would just hear whatever she wants. Or an eyeball, she can see whatever she wants. Like, she would be way more effective at spying on the kids. And she would. I think she would. Granted, I think she only would if she thought she had a reason to. Like, I don't think she would just invade her child's privacy. But if she feels like she needs to, it's literally just one. She just gotta hit. She's gotta hit that right there, and she's in there. Who would be better at helping with homework? I mean, I don't think we need, like, Frankie's not dumb, but like. In fact, he might even know the answer, but I don't think he would be, like, a better teacher than Robin. Like, to clarify, I think, Frankie would not be dumb. Like, Frankie knows, he's got to know some type of math to be as good of a shipwright as he is, or maybe just measurement, something. I don't know. I don't think he'd be useless, but I definitely think Robin would be the better, like, if they're helping with homework, I think Robin would be the better teacher. Hey, I have a question. What are your thoughts on Usopp's character development in Elbaf? We just got there, buddy. That's my, that is my, I was talking about this early in the stream too. Like, we just got to Elbaf. I love Elbaf. I love Usopp in Elbaf. I don't think, people talk about character development like it's like the character needs to change. If the character isn't changing or doing something, then nothing's happening. It's not, in my opinion, in writing, that's never really what's you should be paying attention to, because something is always happening in a competent story. And we know that this is Oda. Something is always happening. So, like, you start noticing little things. For me, I notice how Usopp interacts with the Giants, how he puts himself out there, and he initially, how the differences in how Usopp interacts on Elbaf now that he's surrounded by Dory and Bragi, and all the Giants. There's a difference in how he's acting, and I can't wait to see where that leads to. Oda's never given me reason to think that just something will never lead to anything. So I'm excited. I don't agree that we should be character development. We should be the character development hall monitors, especially in an arc where the action really hasn't started. So I'm just here for the ride. I love Usopp and I love Elbaf. Let's see. Hope Robin gets conquerors. Me too. Frankie is pretty smart. That's what I was saying. Frankie is pretty smart. Usopp nuked a Celestial Dragon on site. He's doing great. I agree. I mean, we don't even really know who the bad guys are. Like, we see the Holy Knights, but we don't even, like, nothing's been established yet. I just truly think I'm happy with everybody on Elbaf. My usefulness tier list of the Straw Hats are everybody's useful as fuck, and I love them all, and I love all the Straw Hats. I have no problems with any of them. I love Usopp, and I can't wait for people just need to leave him the fuck alone. That's what I really want people to do. They be wanting him to, like, or I want y'all to go into One Piece and just be regular people and see what points y'all put on the board, because y'all not gonna keep talking to my boy like that. You are supposed to compare him to how he was at Little Gore, and it's a signpost for Usopp's character right now. I agree. But I also remember when he was in Egghead. And as soon as the Giants showed up, he started crying. He was like, nah, he stopped running right there on Egghead. I don't see anybody talking about that. Like, everybody wants feats. They want him to have a battle. Like, it's not, doesn't have to be what his character does. And that's not even what necessitates as character development. So if you know what I'm saying, like, if you want people to see people wild out, they're going to do that. And Usopp might even still get those moments, but I'm not finna watch or read this story with the expectation that that's happening and then talk about how Usopp is trash every chapter that it doesn't happen. That's my main points. Oh, damn, I should thank you for the heads up. Watch back through later. Hell yeah. Mugi, where do you stand on the... Oh, yeah. It's earlier in the video. But to paraphrase, I'm not fighting that gorilla, so I'm going to assume none of us can. Who would be better at hair, Frankie or Robin? Who cut Robin's hair? I'm going to say probably Frankie, no cap. He could change his hair on a whim. And I gotta assume he's got like a scissor extension on his arm where he can grow just scissors and like cut your. I gotta assume. Otherwise, he's gonna look awkward as hell cutting hair with them broad ass shoulders. But he might still could hit it. Who did Robin's hair at Elbaf? Was that Brooke? Love that temporary handle. Remember Sanji's words. I'll do what you can and you do what I can. Love that. Love that. Deadass. I'm just like, I wish people, because I get like, it's a big part of the space, but like, I don't know. I like all these characters. And so I can't wait to see. I don't know what's going to happen with Usopp. I'm so interested to see what he does. Who would cry more during their child's school performances? Frankie. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Do we even... I don't think there's any... I don't think we need to... You know what I'm saying? Do we need to elaborate on that? I feel like it's Frankie, right? I think it's Frankie. The thing is, Usopp does clutch and support. The story needs to highlight a bit more. So you're right. I don't even think that they need to highlight it more, to be honest. Like, I noticed the things that he does, and I'm like, that's cool. If this were a different situation and Usopp was scared, he might not have done that right there. And it's just like, that's not enough for people that, like, watch One Piece like it's basketball. To be frank, like, that's what it is. Like, they want highlights. They want performances, like Luffy's going out there like LeBron, and it's just like, I'm not saying that's like a bad way to enjoy the series, or wrong. I'm not going to say that. I am saying that that's not how I enjoy the series. So I can't really offer too much in way of commentary there. But yeah, no shot. It's definitely Frankie. Like, I don't think there's any for that question that I asked. Who would cry more? Like, I don't know that we can just keep going. I think. Frankie would cry so loud that everyone in the room would hear. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Usopp and Robin might be getting conquerors. Usopp didn't even felt Big Mom's conk. That's true. Luffy loses more than Usopp. There's so many things you could bring up like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to say that I would never call a character sorry, because I do call characters in One Piece sorry, but that's mainly like for jokes. Like a Smoker being sorry. He just got whooped. Doesn't mean anything like he should have won. It just means that he wasn't stronger than that person in that moment. And, him being sorry is just, that's a gag. But I don't think we should call any of the Straw Hats sorry. After all the times they made us laugh and cry, bro. Fuck no. I can't call any of them sorry, bro. Especially not Usopp. Or Chopper. That'd be heating me up whenever they got Chopper in those, and they'd be like, yeah, Chopper, does this guy even do anything? Like, people that hate Chopper, like, I don't understand, y'all. More power to you, but like, I don't know how you can look at Chopper or not feel anything other than, yeah, that's my dog right there. I just don't get it. I don't know. Smoker is awesome. He's just a victim of power creep. That's what I'm saying. 1,000%. That's exactly what I believe. Usopp is the only Straw Hat who is not maidenless. Because Usopp, man. You know what and it's not the same thing, but Usopp kind of reminds me of Gohan in the same way that, like, it's not the same thing at all, but, like, the same feeling I get from both of them, because Gohan never wanted any of this bullshit. He just wanted to have a family. He wanted to be a scholar, and they keep making him fight aliens. You don't want to do that. He's capable of doing it, but that's not his life. And so I always enjoyed Gohan's writing, And I hated that Toriyama did him so dirty, to be completely honest, because there's never been anything wrong with this character. Gohan is actually like a very, very consistent character. I would have to, maybe not in Super, but I can't remember. I'm just gonna clarify. I'm only talking about Dragon Ball Z. Then that's all I'm talking about. He's a completely consistent character in Dragon Ball Z. The plot just hoes him, and I hate it. Usopp. The reason why that reminds me of Usopp is I just feel like the audience is similarly very unfair to him, because Gohan gets a lot of hate because oh, you got to square up, you got to be like Goku, and it's like, but doesn't that make it more interesting that he isn't? You know what I'm saying? And so it's like the audience they kind of just, it seems like they're just not fair to him because he wasn't as nice as Goku, or he was trying to have a family while the Earth was being under attack. And it's like, what the fuck? He was, if I got my neck broke on Namek by aliens, I'm not going to be the same. I'm not going to want to fight people all the time. Similarly with Usopp, if I'm just a regular dude getting my skull broke in Alabasta and I'm fighting strong fish in Alabasta, I'm just saying, there's going to be a lot of times where y'all going to be like, I'm just going to be looking at everybody, all right, so what are y'all going to do about that? Because I got a slingshot. There's going to be a lot of times like that if it's me personally, and I think that's believable. I think that's, awesome. And it's like, well, Usopp needs to get out there more, and it's like, but that's his character. Yet, you know what I'm saying? He's consistent. He is consistent. That's why it reminds me of Gohan, because people get mad at him for being a consistent character. Like, everything we've seen from Usopp is in line with the person we know Usopp to be. Down to this, one of the favorite things, I didn't even pick up on this, but Totally Not Mark mentioned it in a video. Like, the reason why he ran and dressed Rosa was because he forgot Robin was the central core of Sogeking, which means if those memories are gone, then he doesn't have access to the initial sources of bravery. But even then, as he runs away in Dressrosa, he still runs back because something in him is like, I can't do this. And at that point, he's forgotten that Robin's back there. So he didn't just go back. It's not him going back for a Straw Hat, which I think he would have done either way. It's him going back for the Tontatas, whom he just met. So that's a huge moment for him and his bravery that nobody talks about because he's not doing something, right here in Elbaf? I don't like that. I don't like that. Gleben, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Love your stuff, Goofy. Keep it up, brother. Thank you, and I love you. Thank you for being here. Gohan is better treated than Goten. I think Goten was hoed because, again, Toriyama just had a lot of characters. I'm assuming maybe that's what it is. But, yeah, Goten. I don't know if people hate Goten. The story just kind of hoed him, right? Maybe they hate him. I don't know. Usopp is the sniper, though. People want him in the front lines, but he should be camping, doing headshots the whole time. I mean, true. He could lock in. I don't even feel right saying that. I just feel like it's not wrong for people to want him to be in more combat focuses. I will say that, and that's the olive branch I'll give to them. It's not wrong for you to want that. My only counter is, if he's playing support. There's more than one way to get MVP of an arc, by the way. He's the MVP of Dressrosa, and he did that not even really having any fights, to be honest. The MVP of Water 7, I don't even think... He just fought Luffy in Water 7, so he's the MVP in Enies Lobby because he stopped Spandam from crossing the gates of justice with Robin. He's, they're just... Again, I don't know. I'm just saying... Usopp is my favorite character, don't get me wrong, but he's done almost nothing of note for the past 10 years. Well, that's kind of my point. What do you mean, as of note? If you're talking about feats and standout moments, that's what I mean when I think people are watching this like it's a sport. Standout moments and stuff, it's in a story, it's okay for the focus to not be on him. Because if that's the case, then we could say the same thing about Brook. We could say the same thing about Jinbei. We could say, well, maybe not Jinbei or whatever, but it's and those are real things that people have. But it's now with the intrigue happening with Brook, who knows where that's going to lead? I mean, I've just never lost faith that I was watching a consistent character and that when we reach like a pivotal point, like it's going to be that more cathartic. Because the things that people want, like things of note and stuff like that, I don't know. I just trust the process and I trust Oda. I imagine that if he would have done those in other moments, maybe they would have felt forced. That's kind of, you know. How long we got to wait though? I mean, again, my perspective, I think, is different. I'm not waiting for that to happen. I'm noticing the things that I see happening with Usopp, and I appreciate and I like it. If you don't, I understand. You want more. I'm okay with the slow burn, baby. The slowest burns for me are all the better, okay? I love stuff like that. I think maybe people, again, like I said, like highlights and like feats and what are you going to do, Usopp? You're here. You got to be like, he's with them. Like, give him a break. That's how I feel. What is going on with Brook? The stuff with Gunko in the chapter. So we don't know anything truly yet, but just still. I hope Chopper awakens his fruit. What the fuck would that even look like? Just to be a superhuman? We just got drunk. Usopp slapping Ja Rule. That was hilarious. See, that's what I'm appreciating. Like, it's like he's having fun in an island that normally would make him scared. Every last thing would make him scared. But he's like drinking and almost starting bar fights with these giants. Like, there's moments like where the panel drifts to Usopp where I'm genuinely like, or the panel where Nami's watching Usopp genuinely like, wow, this must mean a lot to him. It's like, I can't look at that and expect anything other than something is going to happen. It might not even happen in Elbaf. We could just, that's the thing that people have to realize about One Piece. You might be watching something that's setting something in stone that you have no idea about. And so that's how I'm always going to watch it. So yeah, I feel like my perspective on Usopp is just, or the story itself is just kind of different because I'm not like waiting for like standout moments from these characters. I'm really just kind of like, I don't know, I'm just go along with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we got to wait too much because the things that we've seen from Usopp, I appreciate it. I do, and I appreciate what's happening with him. It's not Usopp told his girlfriend the whole story. People just don't understand the story yet. Who would be a better dad, Frankie or Jinbei? Let me just say, they should both be in a sitcom. They should be in a sitcom called One Gay Dad, where one of them is gay and the other one isn't, but they both have to raise a child. And that would be fucking funny. That would be very, very, very funny. And also, they would both be great dads. Or just have two heterosexual life partners raising a kid. That would be funnier, actually. That would be funnier. We can do the one gay dad thing for Zoro and Sanji. They just walk everywhere and introduce themselves like, what's up? I'm gay. He's not. Or he's gay. I'm not. That's what Zoro would say. He's gay. I'm not. Like everywhere they go. Jinbei is uncle. Tito Jinbei. Tito Jinbei. I thought you said Tito. Tito Jinbei. Tito. That's Full House. That is Two House. My Two Dads. I haven't seen that show. That's so funny. Somebody told me that's a joke me and my friend were doing when we went we were in Nashville and he was like, I got a show idea. It's called One Gay Dad. And I was like, you mean like 2.5 Men? It was like, no. Actually, yeah, no, exactly like that. And I was like, okay, so I said I think the joke in the One Gay Dad is that they're both gay. It's that one of them just doesn't want to be known as gay. Like, to me, that's what the joke is. Like, because if you go somewhere and you're just like, he's gay, I'm not, then it's like, why did you say that? No one asked. No one cared. If they give Usopp advanced observation hockey and an OP devil fruit, that would be sweet. I don't know. Sure. I think Oda did an interview where he hopes that Usopp will stay the weakest Straw Hat. And there's a reason for that. Like, what is the vision that he has for Usopp that he needs him to stay the weakest? Like, that never left me. That never left me. Like, Why does he need Usopp to be, without a doubt, the weakest of the Straw Hats? What is he gearing us up towards? What does that mean for his character? Is it just because bravery coming from the weakest member of the Straw Hats? What if that means he has a really big moment and it's really brave, highlighted by the fact that he is really scared? I don't know, but I always think about that. The Buddy Daddies, that's an anime? This is awesome. I need to tell him then. I told him that shit was not original at all. I literally told him that. Isn't that my 3 uncle or 3 men and a baby? Deadass! I guess it's just literally the concept of 2 dudes raising... I mean, admittedly, that's funny, but it's like we've done it before, right? Like I'm not. I was asking him specifically, like, am I crazy or have we done that before? But this is my buddy. Before I was a YouTuber, I was a referee for the WWE. My character's name was Johnny Sex Appeal. Look at him there, and then there's my buddy who won the World Heavyweight title. So yeah, but this is the friend he was pitching me. So I got it. One gay dad, and I was like, I'm sure they've done that, but that's cut to Usopp taking out Blackbeard. No one can beat Blackbeard off screen. He be doing everything off screen. What I want is a Usopp last stand like he was pre-time skip. Yeah, something like that could be cool. Or he's planning a dope sacrifice scene, and that's what makes him a brave warrior of the sea. Yeah, that could be cool. I've thought of that. I just don't think that he needs that. I hope that Oda doesn't do that because there's ways that you can be a hero without sacrificing. And I think in general, that's a thing that's like, I watched a whole video about like men, masculinity, and the desire to have a last stand, like basically the desire to sacrifice yourself. Like this, one of the most inherently toxic things about being a man is that deep in our subconscious we have this idea that our self-sacrifice is not only noble but sometimes the only thing that we can do, and it's maybe something that's indicative of like suicidal ideations in like in men and how they are on the rest. Whatever. That's a lot. It's a lot to talk about for One Piece. But I do think about that whenever I think about like Usopp feeling like this is the only thing that he can do. However, it still would be good writing because of how much Usopp talks about how he will live no matter what. So for him to have a sacrifice that contradicts like what he said in Wano, where he's like, everybody's so interested in dying, but I promise I'll live no matter what. Like that could be really, really cool. That could be really, really cool. Two and a half men without Charlie Sheen would actually be peak, right? It would be wild if Usopp found a way to stop the regen. That would be tight. What was the name? It was Johnny Sex Appeal. Buddy Daddies is just gay man Spy X Family. Is it funny? I'll watch it. What I've said about for the weaker ones is Oda forgetting that they're smart. What did Nami use Mirage last time? When did Nami? Yeah, that's true. I do think we need some moments where I just want to see the weakling trio in more stuff. To be completely honest. You know, that is 100% what I think. Oh. 2 gay dads or 1 gay dad. I'm in love with the girl I hate. I don't want any of the Straws to die. None of them need to. That's what I feel. You know, that would hurt me. I 100% believe Usopp and Buggy are going to have a 1v1 that is gassed throughout the world. That would be so funny. And we would all watch that with bated breath. Hey, Mugi, I've been following you since the early days. I'm glad you're doing so well, brother. Well, thank you. And I am glad. I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad everybody's here. Zoro Loki solos the Blackbeard pirates? I don't know about that. What y'all think about that? Solos is crazy. I feel what you're saying, maybe. Johnny Sex Appeal is the best name ever. Hey, that's me, baby. Big Chumby, thank you for the $5. If we get a second Impel Down arc during the war, I'd like to see Bellamy again. Ooh, is he in jail? Because I think, right, isn't he? Or is he? Is Bellamy in jail? I Googled Johnny Sex Appeal and all that. Do not, for the love of God, do not Google Johnny Sex Appeal. Don't Google that. Oh my God. Okay, but I actually ship Luffy and Boa because he makes her feel safe. Oh, me too, dude. Mel doesn't. Mel doesn't believe in true love. She's just kind of like, she just wants all of her ships to have pain, which I understand. I get it, but me personally, I'm a yerder, okay? So I see two people that are in love, and I'm like, yeah, I want that shit to happen. But no, not her. She don't like that shit. It's too late, Mugi. You cursed me. I'm sorry. Yeah, do not Google. Do not Google Johnny Sex Appeal. Yeah, he makes Jolly Rogers. Okay. Yeah, so he's not in jail. There's a bunch of people that aren't in our Grand Fleet, and it's just like, they should just be in our Grand Fleet. You know what I'm saying? I can ship Bon Clay and Zoro now that I think about it. Yeah, that'd be funny. Bon Clay is too... Honestly, Bon Clay is too much sunshine for Zoro. And Zoro can't quit Sanji, so it doesn't even matter. Anytime we get busy at work, I just tell my coworkers, "Don't worry, guys, we're doing a Shrek 2." And everyone is like, "What the fuck do you mean? You got to play my." I hope you follow that up by playing "I Need a Hero," because they'll never ask, "What does that mean?" anymore. As soon as you hear "I Need a Hero," you should understand what doing a Shrek 2 means. I ship Luffy with Nami. I personally like it over Boa. Yeah, don't let Mel hear that either. Well, in fact, where is she? She could, she could pop in and be like, "Are you guys having fun? You guys talking about shipping? Everybody's wrong. Everybody's wrong." Luffy feels asexual to me. I can't see him shipped with anyone. Yeah, the only reason I think that Luffy and Boa could happen is because like that's what shonens just kind of do. Like, you know, like Goku and Chi-Chi happened, and Boa's character, I mean, her character definitely means more to the story than Chi-Chi meant for Dragon Ball, true. But that doesn't mean they can't fall into the pattern of just like Goku and Chi-Chi, Luffy, Boa. You see what I'm saying? That's why I keep my eyes open for that. And also just, I enjoy the ship. Because Boa is hilarious. Boa is very funny. I don't think that, I mean, obviously, yeah, I don't think Luffy gives a shit about romance or anything like that. That's why, like, if they do get together, it's going to have to be after the series. But, you know, I ship them. Yeah. Luffy with anyone feels weird. However, if you lived in that world and your friend nailed Luffy, you would need to know the details. That would be something you would probably immediately have to ask about. Do you think Yamato sees Jack as a sibling? Is Jack Kaido's offspring? Like, did Jack come from Kaido's balls? If that's true, he's sorry if I didn't know that. Dear God. Yamato and Kiku? I mean, they don't have any chemistry together, honestly. I don't know. I was trying to think if they interacted at all. Oda famously doesn't want to do what shonen tropes for the sake of having shonen tropes. I gotta believe that. I just don't know. I don't know because he does do still anime tropes. Like there are titties everywhere. There are perverted old mans. There are nosebleeds. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I hear you, but it's like you don't really know. You don't really know until it's the end of the day. Yamato and Momonosuke feels weird because that's an 8-year-old, though. Like, that feels so weird. I hope he doesn't romance anybody. He really should have just stayed a kid, in my opinion. To be completely honest, he should have just stayed a kid. Yamato and Hiyori. Oh, that might be fire. I'm not going to cap. Because everybody talks about how the main thing in Wano is strength. And maybe that could be how they... Yeah, I'm okay with that one. Yamato and Ulti, too. They do seem like they're getting along. Jack Offspring. Jack Offspring. Jack Offspring. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. If Yamato is Odin, probably wouldn't go for Hiyori. Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true. That's his daughter, then, you know. Probably is just, yeah, probably can't happen at all. Why is Johnny's sex appeal still on screen? It's killing me. Oh, God. Johnny's sex appeal. Yeah, I forgot. My bad. What was I about to say? Hey, also, if you weren't around for him, I just can't trust you. Oh, no. Kids today, I'll never know what it's like to have the greatest motivational speaker of all time. Which Straw Hat do you think will achieve their dream first? I think it would just have to be Nami and then maybe Robin. Because if Nami wants to map the whole world, they'll at the very least go everywhere within the story. So if her dream, she might not map it until the end, but sure. Robin needs to learn the history. They're going to do that. Don't let her hear that. Where is she? Yeah, him being asexual doesn't mean he can't be in a relationship. True. Male crashing out immediately. She might. Good God. It's almost 23 and I'm having dinner now. Roasted veggies. Have fun. See ya, Maddie. Me and the boys are continuing our Apex grind, but first, my Spanish friends get to make fun of me for an hour while I do a Duolingo lesson. Everyone have a good day. See you, dude. Hey, you can't go wrong with Johnny's sex appeal. Isn't Nami's dream of the whole world, to the whole world too? It'd take a while to get to every blue. Oh, that's true. I don't know then. I don't know who do it first. I don't know. I guess probably it would have to be Usopp unless he literally just doesn't believe he's a brave warrior until the very end of the story. Tom is the GOAT, though. Yeah, that's what I keep putting shit up on the screen and just forgetting about it. But yeah, this guy, whenever he was dropping knowledge and we didn't even know it. But this guy, he got us through so many hard times. I'll tell you that. Oh yeah, Brooke meeting Laboon. Yeah. I think that probably would do it. Oh, I like this too. Kill the part of you that cringes, not the part of you that is cringe. Goofinicus 3934. I forgot what part of Kingdom Hearts that is, but I dead ass. I think that's I think I want that to be on my headstone. Kill the part of you that cringes, not the part of you that is cringe. Truly. That's all I want the whole world to know, because that's the truth. If more people had this mentality, the world would be a better place, I think. The world would be a better place, I think. All right, so Tom Ford was my bro. Okay. Who would teach their child to fight first? Damn, that's damn near down the middle. Because Robin would be like, if somebody put your hands on you, you put your hands on. I think they both would be like, hey, you ain't no bitch. Oh, I think I get it now. I was interpreting it like to strike first, but to fight first. Yeah, that's they would both do that. They would both teach teach their kid how to fight. Mugi, do you think that older characters would get hockey, or that other characters will get hockey? Yes, I do. Can't say for sure which, but I do think we're going to get more hockey from everybody. Mugi, you got to do a Persona 5 Royal This Hilarious video someday. Need to see your full thoughts on like. Listen, Persona 5 Royal is one of my favorite games of all time. It's the only tattoo that I have. It's such a long game, but I will do it on stream, and then that video will be made. It'll be without a doubt the longest video that I've ever made. I dread even thinking about that. I dread even thinking about it, but you're right. And it's going to happen. It's my favorite. I found Persona 5 before I found One Piece. To me, they were my Straw Hats until I met the real Straw Hats. And obviously, the One Piece, like, their dynamic is obviously, like, better. But honestly, man, Ryuji, Yusuke, An, Makoto, Kasumi, Sumire, Maruki, Haru, Akechi, Futaba. Damn, I don't know. Are you going to give Sephiroth your name, address, and social security number? Well, I did that in the last video. I will when we play Final Fantasy for sure. But he's not in Kingdom Hearts 3. Isn't that awful? He's not in Kingdom Hearts 3. So that when us fighting Sephiroth then is the last time Sora will fight him, unless we do like a Super Smash Brothers stream. Did you play P5 Strikers yet? Yes, I did, and I liked it. I don't like that it's not like it's a sequel to just Persona 5 Vanilla and not Persona 5 Royal. It's my only gripe with it. I had a great time. The only Persona 5 game I still need to play is Tactica, and I do want to play that. It's hard now, though, because Expedition 33 came out. I was playing that when I got back from Colorado last night. It was like 1 in the morning. Oh, my God. Only played the prologue. I just feel like that's going I'm not even going to say what I was about to say. I'm sucked in, though. As soon as I get off here and finish up what I'm doing, I'm probably going to play that. But still, crazy. What do you mean you broke the bully's neck? Sojiro Sakura, thank you. Yeah. So we're definitely going to get to that, but I'm not going to cap. That's probably, I don't know when we're going to do that, because that's going to take it out of me. Saber Fred, thank you for subscribing, my dog. Subscribing on Twitter. Thank you. Are we going to see the rest of the Kingdom Hearts 2 on YouTube, or are they gone? Well, I did lose some of the footage. I'm going to try to upload some of them. But I need to edit around because of like a problem that I had with my hard drive. There was a fucking huge issue. They are still on Patreon. Worst comes to worst, I'll have to screen record some of them because I don't have the files anymore. That's why they're not up. But I do want to obviously put those up. So as soon as I figure out how to do that, should be cool. Enjoy your trip to the mountains. Yes, Denver is that was the best vacation I've ever had ever. I had such a good time. Such a good time. Who was your favorite waifu in Persona, and why is it between Hifumi or Haru? Mine was Makoto. Both of them are cool. Haru is such a sweetheart, but it was Makoto. It was Makoto. I fell in love. Well, that sounds extreme, but yeah, no, it was love at first sight. No, I loved her. Makoto is such a good character. And so cool. And probably the second strongest like character on your team if you think about versatility wise. It's actually crazy. Late, sloppy Libby. Well, let's get through. Where is this? Let's see where we are here. Okay, who would be the funniest when telling embarrassing childhood stories at the dinner table? Easily Frankie. Because I don't think Robin has any embarrassing. Hers would be funny, but the stories would be like, yeah, and then I killed him, and then the joke is like, you know, she's unhinged. When Makoto's following you around town trying to look inconspicuous, yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I was like, okay, all right. Who would be stricter when the child crosses the line? Definitely Robin. Frankie is folding to his kids, right? Like that's what's happening. Who would make the best Halloween costume? For sure, Frankie. Who would support their child's crazy dreams the most? I feel like this is harder than like because they both would just unquestioningly support their child's dreams. I don't feel like this is a fair question, to be completely honest. Who would be the better cook for the family? Frankie's a robot, though, guys. Like, I feel like, is it sexist that people chose Robin over Frankie? Because I do think that Robin knows how to cook, don't get me wrong. But Frankie probably would just 3D print some food. Like, that's sick. Like, have we ever seen either of them cook? Oh, my bad. Are you still here? My bad, Lappy Libby. Who is your favorite ancillary character, Mugi? What's ancillary mean? I told my friend my favorite is Monet, and he told me that's sad because she's one of the few characters to die on screen. I have never recovered. Oh, my God. Is ancillary just like, does that mean like not important or something? Never heard that word before. I'm going to update that. I'm going to put that in my vocabulary. Everybody forgets PQ. I haven't played PQ. Persona Q. Is that what it's called? PQ? I haven't played that either, though. That's what I'm saying. Can anyone remember Frankie cooking anything? Frankie makes a burger or barbecue. He would, and they would be delicious. They would be delicious. Frankie obviously does barbecue. I'm assuming what they're talking about is like with an oven, though. But not that it matters. Those kids will eat barbecue. Quincy, he might, yeah. She's a 10, but she wants to be a cop. Makoto Nation, rise up, though. Hey, Sai Nijima for me. Tony, you can't date Sai Nijima. You just, see, this is what I'm talking about. Tony just be coming in chat horny. Like, oh, listen, it's Sai Nijima. Like, she's not a romance option. She's also a lawyer, and yeah. I mean, I don't know. We're in high school. Every adult that you can date in that game is fucking crazy. No cap. And I love Kawakami. I love her. Unhinged person though. Good God. And then there's just a drunk reporter. Good God. I ain't going to look. We posted a video on Persona on the gaming channel. Check that out if you want to hear my thoughts on that. That shit is crazy. I'm going to just. Good God. Joyous Boys, thank you for being here. The Boone best side character. My favorite. Well, if ancillary means like side character, favorite side character. I don't know. It's hard because what constitutes a side character? I love Kobe, but he's pretty important to the plot, right? So I'm trying to pick the most like. I'm trying to pick a character that I just like, and it's like pretty much for no good reason. Is ancillary? Can that mean like somebody like Kobe? Because I really like Kobe. So. Yes, sir. Gaming channel. I don't know if I can link it here. I'll put it in the description of this, but it's Mugi Goof Gaming. Mugi Goof Gaming. Yamato is technically a side character. Kobe can eat my ass after what he said about Luffy's dream. First of all, what did he say about Luffy's dream? Oh, you talking about when he said, I have to end your dream? You can't take that. He just playing tough. Luffy going, if Kobe tries to stop him in the new world, Luffy's just going to stick him and keep it moving. It's fine. I still really like Kobe's character. Kobe is going to be everything that Garp was too chicken shit to be. I can feel it. And the world needs people like Kobe. Did I vote in any of the One Piece popularity polls? No, I don't think so. No, I definitely didn't. I do see people like ranking their favorites on Twitter, obviously. I love Ginzo from Nami's backstory. Me too. Luffy taught that man how to dream, and now he's going to take Luffy's away? No, sir, not for me. I think it's really in the spirit of the competition for finding the One Piece. I think that's in good faith. I think Kobe's... And also, if Kobe knows something about the One Piece that he feels like he needs to say that, maybe. I really love Kobe's character. I truly do. But yeah. So let's see this. Who would embarrass their child the most in front of friends? Obviously, Frankie. He's got nipple lasers. I don't think Robin would embarrass anyone ever. I mean, look at her, for one thing. And then for another thing, she just is a cool character. Like, there's not, like... Anytime where she embarrasses her children, I'm sure that's going to be played for a gag. You know what I'm saying? Would you trust Luffy with the button? I wouldn't trust Luffy with any button. I don't even need to know what button you're talking about. He would scream about his super child. He absolutely would. Who would send the most touching letters when their child leaves home? Everybody said Robin. I'm starting to think. Yeah, everybody said Robin. Yeah, I guess I believe that too. Frankie would write something on a napkin, and it would just, even then, that would just be a drawing of him crying. And then the child would be like, I guess my dad wants me to come home. But Robin would actually, yeah, she would break out the thesaurus to talk to her kid. She would have the best mom jokes. Who would be the most anxious on the first day of school? Definitely. Yeah, I can see that. Frankie's just crying. Just crying. Yeah, Frankie can levitate himself with his farts. It's not even a question. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. All right. Who would give the most precious life? Oh, wait, who would be the most anxious on the first day of school? Yeah, Frankie. Yeah, he would be the most anxious because, yeah. Tear stains on the, yeah. Who would give the most precious life advice? I agree that it would be Robin. Oh, so that was the last one. I agree that it would be Robin. I truly do. I think Frankie could give good advice, but that was fun. I would be interested to like find more of those. If I find them on Twitter, I would be interested in doing that. But Frankie would sing a song. Hell yeah. But yeah, that's the first episode of Mugi Mondays. I think, what's today? Today's Monday. Obviously, today's Monday. So I want to try to stream either tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm going to post. I'll make it Wednesday, so I'll give the people on my Patreon the time to vote. But I'm trying to see, we're either starting. So this Wednesday, we're either starting Final Fantasy VII Remake or we're continuing to play Sly Cooper. I'm going to still play both. But, like, I started a playthrough of Sly Cooper just as, like, a leisure, whatever. Which loved that trilogy. Never played the fourth one, but I tried to. Maybe we'll play the fourth one on stream. We'll just see how it goes. But I love Sly Cooper. So if you do too, consider checking in on that. I will be uploading those on the gaming channel. And the first one is already on the gaming channel. So if you don't want to catch it on Twitch, hop over to the gaming channel, and you can see it there. for both Final Fantasy 7 and Sly Cooper. But yeah, I'm gonna put a poll as soon as I get off stream for my Patreon, and then whatever the result is by Wednesday, we're gonna either be streaming Final Fantasy 7 or Sly Cooper. Around this same time, I want to say 2 or 3 Eastern timing. Maybe I'll post something just to kind of like remind everybody. But Monet is love. Monet is life. I love Sly, but should finish Final Fantasy so you can get back to Kingdom Hearts. That's fair. And if that's what everybody decides on the Patreon, then that is what's gonna happen. Because I do want to know. I don't know if people, because it's different from me playing through these games. Like I know that I'm invested, but I want to make sure that it's like I'm not giving people fatigue with like Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy. But I do think like if I go into Final Fantasy after that, because if you have Kingdom Hearts fatigue, Final Fantasy is like, I mean, it's a lot of the same characters, but it's by and large a different game entirely. So that was what I was thinking. So yeah. But we'll put it on. So yeah, this Wednesday, check me out live again on Twitch this time. And then if you missed the stream on Twitch, we'll put it on the gaming channel. Links to both I'll put in the description of this video if you are curious. Other than that, thank you so much for tuning in to Mugi Mondays. We will be back next Monday. Hopefully we get a chapter to talk about even more so that it's fresh in my head and we can go through everything instead of just, trying to get caught up. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for being interested.